Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Cold Waters in the 1968 campaign, episode number, I don't know, 8 maybe. The last episode probably, if we actually encounter this replenishment fleet. This might just be another group of Novembers. We've already encountered a few of them, 278. I'm going 20 knots, that's not great. Let's reload some torpedoes. I mean, we're really low on torpedoes, so... All hands man battle stations bearing 278.
Ship for ultra quiet.
Come left to 249 helm I.
Actually, we're probably okay right where we are. Still 511. Looks like everywhere along this floor is 511. Let's wait for our signature.
Come left to 26.
There is no
helm I.
layer here. Let's go up to 150. I'm planning to use periscope if we don't actually get a contact.
Make depth 458 dive by.
Because if they are here, we want to know about it. It's a little bit noisier, 84. That makes me a little bit happy. Also, could be the reason why we can't hear anything yet. Alright, we are capable of using... Let's first raise the ESM mast.
Raise the ESM mast.
Nothing. So, it is submarines.
Con, dive at 458 dive by.
We can just verify that real fast on periscope. Might as well. Beautiful. Quite a beautiful day. Quite choppy, actually. Considering it's 84 decibels, it's relatively quiet for the sea conditions that I'm seeing here. Anyways, if we were to find something, it should be... Let's put this on medium zoom. It should be this somewhere over here. And not that you can really see much on the periscope usually anyway, but...
Downscope.
Yeah. What we could do if we wanted is go active here. What I'm going to do instead is start loading... anti-submarine warfare torpedoes. Actually, we need to... We're just going to leave. Ah, there's vessels nearby. Okay, well, can't just leave then. Because we actually need these homing torpedoes. So, you know what? Forget what I was doing. Very calm, quiet. And just... Let's see what happens here.
Make depth 150 feet dive by.
They will either come closer and we will detect them, or they will move further away and we will end the mission.
Con, helm, steady course.
Only two options.
Con, sonar, new contact
Okay,
bearing.
that
3,
seems really
1,
close.
1, designated Sierra, 1.
Are you another... Yeah. I think... Oh, you're not. Well, that explains why we couldn't hear her. I'm getting... Like, everything is correct on this Romeo, and it is very quiet. It's actually as quiet as my submarine. Everything's correct on this except for this last line, which could be there. No, I'm seeing a line here, and one there. Can we slow down and possibly get a little bit of a better read?
Make turns 4.
Also, let's point our nose right at her, because
Come right to 326 helm I.
I'm a little bit worried. Well, I do see some kind of line there. Let's identify her as Romeo and see if there's anything else which makes sense.
Submerged submarine.
She's definitely a submerged submarine, so it cannot be that. No. Kind of wish it was a Gulf. That looks fun to take out. It's not that. Thank God it's not a Victor. That'd actually be kind of scary. Yeah. Yep, we have it. So Romeo, probably very close to us, and it's very quiet, and it actually can detect us with active right now. If it were to go active, there's no layer, so what I think we do is we put ourselves right at the surface.
Make depth 50 feet dive by.
And then we we hope that the torpedoes, we can go underneath them.
Come right to 328 helm I.
Okay, so far so good.
Con, dive at 50 feet dive by.
There she is. It's very close.
Come right to 3-5.
And she cannot.
Helm
Ooh,
aye.
24 knots. Oh, wait. No, it's wrong. 13 knots. She cannot evade a torpedo, so what we really, all we
Come
need,
left to
need to do really is just get into a
328,
blind spot
helm
and then
aye.
launch. And we actually would be able to sink her from the baffles.
Con, helm, steady course. Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye. Come right to 3-4-4. Helm aye.
Okay, oh, it could be detected now. Now back down to 0.
Con, helm, steady course.
If she turns this way, that's when we know we really have problems. Okay, slow down that speed a little bit.
Make turns for 4 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Even lower.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Just to buy us time. The more she passes us, the better.
3 knots.
Just because we want more time to react to her torpedoes. And if we
Come
get
right
so
to
far as to get into her
3-5,
baffles, it's
2,
mission accomplished.
Helm aye.
1.
Con, helm, steady course.
Ah, we got another one, Sierra 2. What are you? Probably another Golf. Gloucester. Yeah, looks like another Romeo. I'm guessing they're gonna hunt in
Sonar,
packs,
Sierra
so
2 is classified as submerged submarine.
let's just keep an eye on Sierra 1. If we can sink that one, we're happy. We'll probably just get away from Sierra 2.
Come right to 0-0-4. Helm aye.
Negative numbers I'm happy to see.
Make turns for 4
Still
knots.
okay with that.
Maneuvering aye. Come right to 0-1-6. Helm aye.
Okay, let's make it 5 knots. Alright, got her.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Shoot 2-3. Aye, sir.
Come right to 0-8-3. Helm aye.
Alright, well, very soon here, in a moment, we're going to have some action. These guys are... It's crazy how they're actually so close to each other. If this was only a shot, we could line up 2 for 1. I wanted to keep this thing on the wire for as long as possible. Could have it go active. That seems to actually make more sense considering the conditions.
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra.
Did she
1.
have us first, though?
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
I want this thing first.
Make turns.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Can you please go down? Ah, shoot.
Con, helm, steady course.
Just gonna try to beat him.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 026. Contact faded.
Now this is where we can really use their own torpedoes against them. And it looks like we are going to once again survive their activation. This has been a very successful tactic to just roll the dice. And I believe that our torpedo will home. We might even want to take one of these torpedoes with us. Boy, this is crazy, but yeah, let's go grab this one. Or just wait for a second launch, I guess.
Con, torpedo room 2, passing 100 feet.
Is our torpedo catching though? Yeah, it's definitely homing. Okay, good. Now let's just move right at the other Romeo.
Come right to 0.
We know that she's a little further away, but we want to keep our depth actually pretty shallow.
Steady course.
Make depth 50.
Pretty sure we're going to see a hit there. Got her. And now my goal is let this other one... Okay. They are right here.
Con maneuvering, making turns for.
That's where they are.
5 knots.
Okay, we want this torpedo to hear us in a weird way.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 100 feet.
Can we get her acquired? Or should we wait for another launch?
200 feet. Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Con sonar, switching to active search.
Going active. If I can hear her. Damn it, that one. Just
Con
far away.
sonar, regained contact home.
Passing 300 feet.
Okay, she's right behind this wreckage apparently. There she is. Okay.
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 2.
Good. This is good. Hopefully that comes after me. Oh, it's going to. Don't you worry, Tortuga. That thing's coming right at you.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
Actually, it's going to miss entirely.
Con, knuckle formed.
I wish... Could we maybe get that torpedo? We need another one. Please, can you fire another one at us?
Con, knuckle formed.
Alright, this is what we're going to do. It's going to be bizarre. We're going to come up next to him. Can we ram him? Make my speed... I'll head
Make turn
normal.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
And we got to go to the side. Actually, go ahead and go flank.
Make con sonar, we are cavitating.
I know what I need to do. I need to just bypass them. It's going to be very strange, but we just need to bypass them. I have to stay at around their same depth, actually, because this is crazy, because I want the torpedo home on them eventually. Let's wave hello to our Russian comrades. They're going to think we're nuts. They must not know where we are, Captain.
Passing 300 feet.
I hope that they still have a torpedo free. Alright, let's see. Let's hope this works. It's like I do actually have a torpedo, so this is pretty stupid in some sense.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 062. Contact is in the baffles.
Just wait. Wait for it.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Do they not have anything else in their tube?
Con sonar, switching to active search.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Do you not have another torpedo? Look at this.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 092. Contact is in the baffles.
Maybe she knows. Maybe she's so clever she actually knows what we're trying to do. Could be.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 098.
How long must you make me wait? I guess she doesn't have more than 2 tubes, which doesn't make any sense to me. Has she maybe
Sonar
launched
lost
more than
contact.
that already?
Sierra 2, last bearing 079. Contact is in the baffles. Con sonar
Oh,
regained
there it
contact
is.
on Sierra
That's the launch I
2,
needed.
bearing 078.
I actually want this thing to go after me, so I'm gonna try to get it. Come on. Come on. Come on. You better activate. Yeah, I can't do too much. I can't, like, overcommit. Oh,
Con
she
sonar
sent 2.
lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing
This
1,
is the one I want, then.
1. Contact is in the baffles. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 10. Con
We'll wait for this
sonar,
one. Oh,
torpedo in the
okay,
water,
we're gonna get
torpedo
both
in the
of them,
water,
turns out.
bearing 155. Con sonar switching to active search.
Good.
Con sonar, torpedo in the water, bearing 140.
Here we go.
Con, knuckle formed. Con, knuckle formed.
Oh dear. Abandon ship. Abandon ship. Well, look it. You can say this a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways. Yeah, it was a bit overconfident, but I was having fun doing that. So, Soviets capture subcrew. That's probably it for us. Soviet spokesman claimed to have captured the surviving crew along with the commanding officer of a U.S. nuclear-powered attack submarine. While they refused to reveal the exact location and the way the crew members were captured, Soviet knowledge of the operational details clearly confirms the accuracy of their claim. Probably because the game writers didn't want to script that in. I imagine that would be difficult. Concerns have been raised regarding Soviet treatment of war prisoners. Disturbing reports suggest that significant numbers of officers and enlisted men have been subjected to torture, tried as war criminals, or executed. Countless more have allegedly been interned at numerous gulag labor camps throughout the Soviet Union. The fate of thousands of unaccounted NATO troops and non-combatants will likely not be confirmed until hostilities cease. So I guess the funny thing is, this was the last episode of the series, but not for reasons I imagined originally. Having abandoned ship from the stricken USS Aspro, you and your remaining crew began the long wait for rescue. Finally it appeared, but it was not friendly. After being taken from the water, you were promptly processed and eventually transferred to several gulag labor camps within the Soviet Union. It is unlikely you will survive your captivity. Well, you never know. I mean, we did sink a lot of submarines in our time, 13 apparently. 3 warships. Oh, okay, they probably don't like us that much because of that. But maybe the war ends quickly and we get released. We only accomplished 2 missions in this time. I'm not too surprised. Every time I've done the 1968 campaign, it's a good challenge. I have to say, it's a good challenge. It might be worth lowering the difficulty back to normal, or whatever I actually think it goes normal's the easiest one, and then it's hard, and then it's elite, which is what we're playing on, and then it's then it's realistic, and then it's elite. And elite actually gives them the enemy a bonus. So it's funny to think that this is without an enemy bonus. That this, I guess the Sturgeon just really wasn't that quiet. And I mean, it's more quiet than the enemy subs. We always detect them first, but I think if we had the skipjack, I would have been more successful, because that thing, it handles better, so we can more easily bob and weave. trying to run a little bit of a, like, let's think about how I actually died there. We got the knuckle, and it did disengage that torpedo, but the torpedo just immediately re-engaged. So it didn't do any kind of, moving in a circle around the water disturbance. Didn't do any kind of countermeasure, evasion, homing, whatever. So we got unlucky, and then we also got unlucky that one torpedo to the stern is what did us in. I guess these SET 65s were pretty brutal. So that's going to conclude this series, actually. I enjoy Cold Waters. I think I enjoy it more in the 84 campaign, and I enjoyed it a lot. I would actually be completely happy to redo a 2001 campaign, or 2000, whichever. I think it was 2001. The Seawolf was just a real pleasure. Or even trying out the revised Los Angeles class. So, I think that the revised Los Angeles, 2000. Let's just call this temp, because I don't know what's going on with the other one. So the Seawolf, this was just so much fun to play. Really, really, really fun. But there's also the Flight 3, I guess, FLT 3. So you can see that they actually did move the fin down off of the sail. They have this extra stabilizer fins, which I don't think they had on the original Los Angeles. Let's find out. Yeah, they did not. So this is the older version. And then this one has BPM. Is it all the same sonar? All the same sensor equipment? It is. And this one has TB29 for the towed array, which makes it even better. So, and it's, it's a lot of fun to play as. This one's 33 knots, 129 crew, 35 knots, 129 crew. Test depth of 1600, only test depth of 1000 on the Los Angeles, so it can go down to about 1500. This one is pretty much bottom limited, which is wonderful. I don't know. This one does have the vertical launch system, so this might be fun to play as. I don't know how they modeled the maneuverability change with the different fins. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. So, anyways, a lot of fun with this series. Anyways, that was a lot of anyways. Just doing those different maneuvers where you're trying to get the torpedoes to home on you and then home on the enemy. It's kind of fun. Probably something better to do, as I was mentioning, with the skipjack, or something that's better at torpedo evasion itself. Doing it with the Sturgeon is really asking to get exactly what I got there. I don't have any... I'm not like saying... I have no defense, basically. I accept the critical comments. Yeah, if people want to say that was not a good move, I'm going to completely agree. We just tried to make something work, and the consequences of it not working were the death of the entire crew. So if this was not a video game, obviously we would just use our torpedoes, but I wanted to get very cute, very clever, and sometimes you make it work. I did make it work, I think, in the Skipjack campaign, and I just felt so good about myself when that happened. But if it were easy, it wouldn't be you wouldn't feel happy accomplishing it. So thanks for watching the series. If you made it this far in the video, as I always mention in the end of the last video in any series, I really look at these comments, especially if you have any suggestions about what to do for the next series. One game that I've been looking at a lot, and let's see if I can pull up the name even. Yes, I can. FPS Chasley. I've been watching him play a lot of Dangerous Waters. Dangerous Waters, believe it or not, is the, I would say, spiritual antecessor, the spiritual, parent of Cold Waters. I don't know if this was exactly based on Dangerous Waters, but I think it was. Dangerous Waters is a hardcore submarine simulator, Cold War era, so it's still the same time frame as this, but you actually manually can control the sonar. You can look for the different frequencies. You can a lot of it is, I would say, very realistic. You could probably do some training for the sonar on the real submarines based on the equipment that they have in this game. That's how, I don't know, I've never operated real submarine sonar, but I'm just guessing that it's the most realistic you can get. It's basically the Silent Hunter 3, but in modern times, which is pretty cool. So I was really trying to see if that would be something interesting to do. The more I watched, though, the more I realized this might be something I don't want to invest like the probably 20 or so hours to learn how to play well before I play it, because it's quite a challenge. It's just extremely realistic, and you can auto crew the different stations, but you can actually do the TMA. You can get your own firing solution yourself, and it's pretty cool. So anyways, I'm just gonna throw this out there as a recommendation. FPS CHAZ Chaz LY Lee. So FPS Chaz Lee. He has some really good Dangerous Waters. In fact, I'll just put a link in the comment section or in the video description. But if that's something you'd want to see, I could try to learn it and then play that, but it might be over my head even. But just an example. But you can feel free to recommend any game that you're interested in seeing on the channel, like Airships Conquer the Skies. I recently did a series on that, and that was, people were recommending it, so I did it. So feel free to let me know what you'd like to see. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Apologize for a pretty anticlimactic ending, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And I'll be doing another series on Cold Waters eventually. I don't know when. Probably a return to the 2000 campaign, because I really enjoyed that one. But who knows? I could also be talked into doing the 1984 campaign again. Until that series or whatever video you watch next, thanks for watching and take care.